I'm bored. How many times have you said this or have had someone say this to you? I know I've said this plenty of times. Granted, as we get older, instances of boredom are fewer and far between, but they still don't completely go away, unfortunately. For instance, the weekends or summer break. Those are often times when we just have down moments. We don't have anything to do. And if it's not you who's bored, it's your siblings or your friends or your kids. So this begs the question, why? Why do we feel blasé, this feeling that we want to do something but can't think of anything because we've done everything before? Well, there are two probable reasons. First off, it's probably because we keep plodding through the same routine, doing the same things over and over. Wake up, get ready, eat, go to work, eat again, work some more, eat, go to bed. Same routine over and over. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, familiarity breeds contempt. This definitely rings true. Another reason is lack of motivation. You just don't have any motivation to do anything. And so often when we're feeling this way, the first thing we turn to is a phone or a computer and start scrolling through social media, through the internet, but this is not profitable at all. It's a waste of time. And especially if you're playing a game, it gives you the impression that you're doing something productive when you're really not doing anything at all. And there are plenty of studies that show staring at a screen for long periods of time isn't healthy. And in actuality, it can leave you feeling more bored afterwards, which is not good. So instead of lying around, numbing your brain, being unproductive, there are plenty of other fun and engaging activities you can participate in to break up the dull routine. First off, get active. Sometimes the best way to eliminate boredom is just simply to get up and do something. Go somewhere. Get active. Go outside. I found that just taking a simple walk can help me to clear my mind and improve my mood. And we all know that the sun is an excellent source of vitamin D. So go for a walk. Jog, bike, skate, backpack, hike, whatever your preference is. If it's warm, go swimming. There's plenty of things you can do outside. God created a big, beautiful world. We really need to get out there and explore it. Exercise. Exercise, believe it or not, can be fun. For instance, sports. Soccer is my preferred sport, but there are others that you can participate in. Parkour or dance. Parkour is a fairly new sport. It's the art of moving quickly through an area, usually an urban environment, and avoiding obstacles by running or jumping or climbing. It's quite an intense sport. There are also ways to exercise without realizing it. So, for instance, cleaning. Trust me, if you're scrubbing a dirty bathtub or hauling loads of laundry up and down the stairs, that is exercise. And this is great because you're being productive, you're getting things done, and it really feels good to have a clean house or clean clothes to wear. So these are all great ways to get active. Now, getting active also means activating your brain, which leads to my second point. Get creative. Use your God-given brain instead of just numbing it, staring at a screen. The possibilities are out there and they're endless. You just got to use your mind. Improve an old skill or learn a new one. So do you have an old instrument maybe from middle school that you've since forgotten? Pick it up again. Pull out your old books, see what you can do with that instrument. And learning an instrument actually helps you to expand your memory. It teaches you perseverance, and it's even been suggested that it'll help you do better in math. So that's several great reasons to learn an instrument or pick up your old one. Crafts. There are many different crafts that you can do. Besides the obvious ones like crocheting or sewing or knitting, there's also some not so obvious ones like woodworking or card making, or my personal favorite, which is upcycling. Upcycling is where you take something old and you make something new. So, for example, an old dress that you might have. You can tear it up and make a purse or a throw pillow or a smaller dress for a child. And if you get good at crafting, then you can sell your products. Etsy is set up specifically for DIY people to sell their things, so that might be a fun way to make a little bit of money. Photography. Photography is great because you don't need to buy a fancy high-tech camera. Most smartphones come equipped with a good quality camera. So, and even if you want to buy a camera, an actual camera, they sell them for pretty low prices. So pick up a book on photography, learn about lighting, composition, editing, and have at it. Cooking. Cooking is a necessary skill. And let's face it, if you don't have it, you gotta learn it at some point because we need to eat. So learn how to cook if you don't. And if you do already know how to cook, then try improving on your cooking skills. Try learning how to cook new things. Recently, my friends and I got together and we made sushi. It was quite fun, tasted delicious, and it was great because we were able to make like a whole batch of sushi for less than half the price that you would get at a store. Become an internet producer. So often we just sit in front of a screen absorbing content, but let's help create and produce it. I don't think that we as Christians take full advantage of the opportunities that the internet presents us. It's a huge way for us to share the gospel. One way you can do this is through blogging. I actually started a blog about a year ago. I was a little apprehensive at first, but it's been a great way for me to share my writing and photography. Blogs are really easy to start. You just have to find a blog hosting site. I use Blogger, but there's also others like WordPress. You select what template you want. That'll determine the basic shape and form of your blog. You format it. That is choosing the colors and the font type. You decide on a title. That may take a little while. And then you start blogging. It's really quite easy, and it's a great way to reach many people with just the click of a button. Create Christian skits or movies. Movies, even short skits, are an excellent way to share the gospel because movies command a lot of attention in this society especially. So if you need something to spark your imagination, pick up a book. There are so many fascinating historical stories trapped inside of books that are just waiting to be let out and turned into movies. So the possibilities are really endless, and it's really great use of your time to make a movie, a Christian movie. We really need more of that. Connect with your family. This is definitely an important one. And there are many ways to do this. So for instance, a game night. With the days warming up, you can have game night outside, and that's especially fun if you invite other people over to come and join you. And if you've already played every game you have, you can make up a new game. My siblings and I like to do this from time to time. Do projects together. A puzzle, for instance. Recently we did a 500 plus piece puzzle. And it was a lot of fun. It took a little while, but it was pretty awesome. You can build something. My brother and dad and some of their friends recently built a catapult, which they really enjoyed. They had a lot of fun launching water balloons off our driveway. Not in the direction of the road, of course. Plant a garden. Now, we have a garden, and it's a great source of fresh food, and it definitely does require family participation. So try doing that. In conclusion, boredom can be easily beat by getting active, exercising your body, and by getting creative, exercising your mind. That's it. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you later.